everybody, Nostalgic here, and I am back for yet another custom spotlight. So for this one, we're only looking at a certain character from the roads. One who didn't particularly get a model in his time, although he could have if learning curve wasn't cutting costs. Even more so, Mattel could have made him and George if they had bothered with new molds. So, with that, I proudly introduce Buster the Steamroller. So, this was the fake-along George that I had received last year. And then, soon afterwards, as many people would recall if they've seen this channel, I had received an official George days later. And now that I'm looking at them side by side, I can see notable differences. Like, for example, the color here on the color on where it's holding the roller. George has a more brighter shade of red than the AliExpress George. Now that I see it from a better perspective, yeah, I think the more official one is better, which is why I decided to turn my fake-along version into Buster. I just thought it would fit him much better. And by golly, does it fit him much better. Look at this dude. Oh. One notable flaw about this custom. He doesn't have a screw at the bottom. I'll have to fix that, and even more so fix the fact that he has pieces of green showing in places. But that's not a problem, because we don't really see the bottom of George now, do we? Or Buster, for that matter. Now then, as for this update section, as you all remember, I showed a personalized Edward on April Fool's Day. And only one person thought it was a prank. I don't joke around on April Fools. But in any case, here is the updated custom in question. It's my personalized Edward, but it's no longer a personalized Edward. No. This is my ideal Edward toy. Or, to put it more simply, my ideal tender engine toy. Let me explain here. So, as you can see, the front of the model has a take-and-play magnet. And it does work, for the most part, see? Although, I have to stick it to a proper position because it keeps moving about, see? But at least it's staying in the right position. I also gave him his two front bogey wheels. And here is his tender. Now this was a take-and-play tender. This was a take-and-play Edward tender. I just gave him the Adventures coupling at the front here. So, yeah, and the reason why I made this design is because of the fact that the tender couplings are reinforced, just like how the Adventures couplings are reinforced. So I thought, why not make these couplings like the actual couplings in the show? And then, these couplings in the middle, the Adventures couplings, make these the reinforced coupling of the tender engines. Tell me what you think about this idea in the comments, because I think this is one of the most definitive toys that you could ever make of a tender engine. But with that all said and done, thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for more custom spotlights and more videos to come. Trust me, there will be. And more that aren't based around Thomas per se, but maybe on things like Sonic or even Ninjago. Currently, I don't have any minifigures around with me, so this is the best I can show off. Or hell, probably even something like Cars or My Little Pony. Just stay tuned for more content in the future. Just not always the Thomas content. Thank you very much for watching. This is Nostalgic, signing off, and I remind you all, every single video, that nostalgia never dies. And trust me, because of my channel, I don't think it ever will. See you around!